Hey, Bethany, and to everyone in your amazing community of cleaning pros. It is just so good to be with you. I've been following your work for a long time, and I wanted to chat about something that I know is, well, it's on a lot of your minds. It's a challenge I've heard you talk about, and honestly, it's one I've seen up close and personal.
I stumbled across this quote not long ago, and man, it just hit me. Beating the bushes all the time trying to find individual clients myself. Wow, that sounds completely and totally exhausting, doesn't it? That feeling of being on a hamster wheel you just can't get off of.
Yeah, I'm guessing that sounds a little too familiar. It's that constant, nagging pressure in the back of your mind, you know? Even when you're doing the work you absolutely love.
Okay, so let's just call it what it is. The constant hunt. I mean, we all know it, right? Those steady, repeat clients, they're the absolute bedrock of a stable cleaning business. But the actual process of finding them, of keeping that schedule full week after week, it can honestly feel like a second full-time job. And look, I know this is a number Bethany has talked about before, but it's worth seeing again. Over $100,000. Think about that for a second. That's the potential lifetime value of just one weekly client. The prize is massive. And that's exactly why the hunt for that kind of stability can be so draining. And this is where it gets really personal for me. Because, you see, I've lived this. My wife, she ran her own cleaning business in Atlanta for years, called Amazing Cleaning. And I just want to share a little bit of our story because I have a feeling a lot of you are going to see yourselves in it. She was just incredible at her job. I mean, a true artist. Her clients adored her, and she took so much pride in making their homes feel like a sanctuary. You know that feeling, right? When a client is just over the moon with your work. It's the best part of the job.
But here's the thing you all know too well. The work isn't just physical, is it? There's this massive mental load that nobody really talks about. This constant, low-level hum of anxiety about where the next client is coming from, or maybe even worse, worrying about who might be leaving.
And the scary part? It was all so fragile. Someone's budget would get tight, or they decide to move, and boom, just like that, a huge chunk of our income for the month was just gone. The stability we were fighting so hard to build for our family could just vanish, and that creates an unbelievable amount of stress. It's this crazy disconnect, isn't it? On one side, you have the dream, what we're all shooting for. Predictable revenue, a full schedule, and just peace of mind. But for so many, the reality is that up and down, feast or famine cycle that leads to constant stress and, let's be honest, total burnout.
So, I kept thinking back then, what if she'd had some help? Not another person to clean, but something else. An assistant, maybe. What if you could put that entire draining client hunt on autopilot?
Because let's just be real for a minute about why this is so tough. You're out there doing the physical work all day. When are you supposed to have time for outreach? And when you do find a spare moment, the results just feel so random, right? And trying to follow up with every single person who messages you on Facebook or your website, it feels impossible, because it pretty much is when you're running the whole show yourself.
This is the kind of assistant I wish my wife had had. It's called an AI sales rep. And listen, I know the term AI can sound kind of complicated, but stick with me. This is not some generic chatbot. Think of it like a dedicated assistant, one that you train just one time in your voice with your pricing, and then it just goes to work for you 24/7. It finds leads, it contacts them, and it follows up so you don't have to. And here's the really cool part. This isn't about throwing out everything you know and starting over. Not at all. It's about taking the exact strategies that brilliant coaches like Bethany already teach and just putting them on autopilot. It's a new way to get it all done.
And really, it all boils down to two simple things. Just two. First, finding homeowners directly, right where they are. And second, building a referral network that works for you even when you're sleeping.
Okay, so strategy 1, finding people directly. So, picture this. Your new assistant is scanning local Facebook groups and Nextdoor all day long. Literally the second someone posts in search of a house cleaner, boom, it's responding for you. Someone fills out the form on your website, they get a text back in seconds, not hours later when you finally get a break. It even finds people who are new to the area or are about to sell their house. And it never ever forgets to follow up with leads who weren't ready to book right away.
And then there's strategy too. And honestly, this is the real game changer for building a long-term, stable business. Your automated referral network. Imagine your assistant finding local realtors, property managers, even all those Airbnb hosts who are desperate for reliable cleaners, and sending them personalized messages to partner up, all on its own. It builds and nurtures these relationships for you, so a steady stream of warm referrers just keeps coming your way.
Because at the end of the day, this isn't about just booking one-off jobs to fill a gap this week. No way. This is about building that predictable, stable business you've always dreamed of. It's about turning every single opportunity into a potential long-term, recurring client.
So, look, if any of this is resonating with you, if it sounds even a little bit interesting, I just want to invite you to learn a little more. And I really mean it when I say this. There is zero pressure here. This is just about information. It's about seeing if it could be a fit for your business.
If you want to see exactly how this whole thing works, step by step, there's a full explainer video on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the AI sales rep for home cleaning companies, and it'll pop right up. It breaks everything down.
And I really want to end by coming back to something powerful that Bethany says. I believe you can build the business of your dreams. Build something you love. That's what this is all about. It's about giving you the tools to handle the grind, so you can finally get off that treadmill and focus on building the business you truly, truly love. Thanks so much for your time.